Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, best friends. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. As you guys come in the room, come one, come all. Come big, come small. Come wide, come tall, girl. Come on in the truck. Get in the truck. Come on, get in the truck with me. Get in the truck. Let's have a conversation. Come get in the truck with your girl Candy. So for those of you guys who have never been with me before, maybe you are finding this video by happenstance or maybe by fate. I don't know. I don't know. However, my name is Candy Sincerity Johnson. That bumpity bump that you're experiencing right now is just a little 1-2 on the road. We're on the expressway. We're on I-55, getting on I-80. Then after we get on I-80, we're going to ride I-80 for a minute. Then we're going to go to I-57, girl. And we're going to take I-57 on down. Why? Because we're going to see Daddy. We are going to see Daddy. We are going to see Daddy. Good morning. Good morning, BJ. Good morning, Paula, Cherie, Rosie. Is it Medea? Is it Medea? Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, best friends. Good morning to each and every one of you guys. Good morning to all of the best friends whose name and comments I've missed. Good morning to everybody who will catch this video as a replay. Again, I am Candy Sincerity Johnson. What I do is I help people 5x their income. I help you 5x your income by taking what you have, taking the resources that you have been graced with and blessed with, and using tips and financial strategies to multiply those gifts, those resources, and so I also help people who want to start businesses and become entrepreneurs. I help them start and grow online businesses. Why do I do that? Why do I specialize in online businesses? Because I have one. Sincerity Johnson is his name. I have one, and we have grown that business quite fast in quite a short amount of time. And we're very proud of the results that we've gotten, and we've helped other people get very similar results. And we document the process along the way. So good morning to all of the best friends. It is 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time here in the great state of Illinois. So I'm saying good morning to each and every one of you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, before I get started on this car conversation, I want to say a special shout out, because I'm wearing the jacket and I'm wearing the t-shirt. I am representing on today the fine women, the beautiful finer women of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. There are many of you guys who are new to me, and you may or may not know, and this is a friendly reminder for those who don't know, that not only is Sean a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, but so am I. I am a proud member of one of the most amazing organizations in the world, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. So I bid a friendly hello to all of my sorors across the nation and across the world, because we are internationally known. I also bid a special hello and a special greeting to all of the finer men of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated as well. So hello to all of the Sigmas, hello to all of the Zetas, and hello to everybody who's a member of the Divine Nine. Yes. So listen, I titled this video, Just Be Faithful. Just be faithful. Just be faithful, best friends. As I'm looking around, it's a cloudy day. It's 33 degrees outside. It's kind of cold. This is the time of year where, due to my asthma, I'm usually in the house, right? This weather is very triggering for my asthma. It starts with a really bad cough, a really bad dry cough, and I'm coughing and coughing and coughing. Then it turns into, my lungs and my chest compressing. And then it becomes harder for me to breathe. And so then comes a full-on asthma attack if I don't catch it. So this is the time of year where I'm typically in the house. However, unless you've been hiding under a rock, or unless you're new to my page, you know that my father is gravely ill. My father is in his transitioning process. So this isn't the typical winter where I will spend several days to several weeks at a time in the house. I'm traveling to be with my father. I'm traveling to be by his bedside. I'm traveling to be with my family. And I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful that God saw fit to keep my father on this side. I'm grateful that I can get in my truck and still drive to go see him. I'm grateful that he gave us another moment in time to spend together and for me to be graced with his presence. I'm grateful that I have a father to go to visit. I'm grateful. I choose to look at this thing as glass half full versus glass half empty. I don't know what the day will bring, and I don't know what the week will bring. I don't even know what the minute will bring, but I'm grateful that we have a minute to even discuss. I spent most of the night tossing and turning. For those of you guys who have been kind of watching my journey and kind of a part of my page and a part of all of my content, you may have seen the little funny post that I put yesterday on the page. I said, girl, this ice cream, I should have left this ice cream alone. I should have left this ice cream alone, and I should have left the ice cream alone, and I should have remembered that I was lactose intolerant. And then it was Sean that reminded me, you didn't eat ice cream, Candy. You had custard. What's the difference between ice cream and custard for me? A world of difference. Custard typically doesn't tear up my stomach and interfere with my system the way ice cream does. So I started to scratch my head and I said, well, I wonder what has my stomach all in knots and what has my stomach so tore up. It's anxiety. It's the anxiety of the unknown. It's the fear and the lack of control of the unknown. It's me feeling like my time with my father is very limited and more limited than it was this time last week. And it's the unknown of not knowing when the phone rings, who's calling, or what the news is that's being delivered. It's the unknown of not knowing if he's okay or if he's in pain. It's the unknown of not knowing if my family members are okay, or how they're processing everything. It's the unknown and the lack of control. And so I quickly realized yesterday evening that I didn't eat ice cream. I had custard, and custard has historically never done that to me. So I had to sit with what could have been the cause. And once I realized it, I had to spend some time just with God, just praying. And so one of the things that I kept hearing in the spirit realm for me as it relates to this season is just be faithful. Just be faithful. Despite your asthma, despite your stomach, despite the unknown, despite your nerves and your jitters and the anxiety and the not knowing what you're walking into, just be faithful. Just be faithful. Me just being faithful has started to open up doors over the past couple of days that, I'm so excited and so proud of. You guys heard me speaking about a partnership. It's looking like that's going to be a strong thing that's going to happen. I do have, a great partnership that's in the works, and I have conversations of other partnerships that are also pending and in the works. And I am just very, very grateful for what God is doing for me, for my family, and for my businesses and everything. So it's very interesting how in one aspect of your life you can be all-time high, and on another aspect of your life you can be on an all-time low. And so it's hold on, best friends. Okay, I had to send a call to voicemail. Sorry. It's very, very interesting how, this journey called life will take you on these highs and lows. But, I made a decision some days back as I sat there and watched my father and I stood by his bedside. I just made a decision that I'm not wasting a minute of time. I'm not wasting a minute of time. I don't have a minute of time to waste. I have to maximize every minute of every day. And I have to make sure that I'm doing what's going to move the needle forward. So yeah, so I'm going to be maximizing every minute, every single minute of every day. Ooh, look at Willie sitting over here. Charlie thought he had me. You ain't got me. You didn't get me. So, so yeah, best friends, that is literally the message of the day. And I just feel like sometimes, we pray for things and we ask for things. And I told Sean, our whole focus for both businesses, for the whole year of 2023 would be growing our community. It's growing our community, getting out there, meeting more people, and building more relationships. And so I told Sean, I am literally not wavering from that. I'm spending all of 2023 just building community and getting in front of the right people. And so that is literally what I've been doing. We are literally at the tail end of February, and look what God is doing in a short amount of time. And so I'm very, very grateful for the vision and the ability to be able to do that. Good morning to all of the best friends that are coming in. Good morning, good morning, good morning to each and every one of you guys. So yeah, so that is the word. That is my word on this morning. So I'm going to be en route for about 2 hours. What I think I'm going to do, again, just saying that I'm maximizing every minute. I said I was going to call you guys. I'm talking to you guys. We're having a good conversation. Immediately after I talk to you guys, I got to call Nissan because I got to schedule another oil change and tire rotation for the truck. So I'm going to be calling Nissan to book that. I also need to call and book reservations for a restaurant for dinner. Sean and I want to go to a restaurant. Hold on just a second. Okay. All right. Sean and I want to go to a restaurant, or I want to take Sean to a restaurant tomorrow. We're also going to be in attendance at Savior's Day tomorrow. For those of you guys who are familiar with what Savior's Day is, we will be attending the Savior's Day address on tomorrow. What else do we have going on? The kids both have practice like crazy this weekend. So Sean and the kids stayed back for that. And I won't be spending the night. I'm not going to get a room and spend the night down here like I normally would when I come see my dad. I'm going to do what we call a turn and burn. So I'm going down here. I'm going to spend several hours. And then late tonight, I'll be driving back. So I'm literally doing, an old school turn and burn, meaning I'm going to come down here, spend some quality time, and then, get back, late tonight so that I can prepare for tomorrow. So, yeah. Terry said, I'm sitting here in my sunroom, rocking in the chair, listening to your live, trying to relax. Yeah, that's a good thing for the day. I love rocking chairs. I used to have a rocking chair when I was pregnant with the kids. I would rock. The premise of me buying the rocking chair was to rock them to sleep while I nursed them. But I think the rocking chair rocked me to sleep while I nursed them. And they just would be laying in my arms looking around. If I could be honest. They will be laying in my arms looking around. So, yes. But yeah, that's it. That's really, really it. I'm trying to think of anything else that's going on, best friends. I can't think of anything else that's going on. I have seen some things that I want to talk about, but I'm still doing a little bit more research on it. One of the things that I'm watching, and I don't know, you guys let me know if you know him. Let me know in the comments if you guys know who Grant Cardone is. Let me know if you know who Grant Cardone is. If you've ever heard of a gentleman named Grant Cardone, if you're familiar with him, if you heard anything about Grant Cardone, let me know. Say, yes, I know him. No, I don't, in the comments. Let me know if you guys know anything about Grant Cardone. Have you heard of him? Do you know who he is? Any of the things, best friends. I'm curious to see. Yes, I know who he is. Adrian said, yes, I know who he is. Raj said, no, I don't. Adrian said, I follow him. Yes. Zelda said, I don't. Good morning, everybody that's coming in. Terry White, Taylor said no. Cassandra said no. Latricia said no. Okay. So Grant Cardone, let me tell you a brief synopsis of who he is. Grant Cardone is somebody that I followed as an entrepreneur for a long time. So he is a middle-aged Caucasian man, and there's a reason why I'm telling you that part. He's a middle-aged Caucasian man, and he's a billionaire with a B. Grant Cardone years ago was strung out on drugs. He was, I think, an alcoholic. He went through AA and he met a sponsor. He started to work towards changing his life, and he started off as a car salesman. He started off selling cars, and then he quickly realized, yo, I'm really good at sales. So he put together a program to teach people who sold cars how to sell. And so he shopped that program around to all these dealerships, right? So then he created this sales program for all these dealerships where he said, look, I'm going to help people grow their dealerships, and your salespeople can make a lot of money if they take my program. So that's how he got his start. So then he went from selling these sales trainings to dealerships to then he started selling them to different people in different industries. The insurance industry, people who sold real estate. If you name anything that could be sold, he did sales training that helped everybody. Then he started doing some stuff in marketing, and then there was a show on, I believe it was on A&E that he did, where he did this show where they took millionaires and billionaires, and they said, hey, we're going to strip you down, give you nothing, and put you out there, and we're going to document you rebuilding everything again. So he was on this show, and they were filming the show leading into COVID, and then they stopped filming the show leading into COVID because of COVID. They stopped taping. Right. Adrian said he's also big into real estate. He's a real estate guru. He has billions and billions of dollars of real estate, and he has this opportunity, this investment opportunity, where you can invest your retirement portfolio with him in real estate. People invest hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some people invest millions of dollars with him as it relates to real estate. But he don't just buy houses. He believes in multi-unit real estate. So he buys these big skyscrapers, condos, etc. He does real estate on that level. Well, the reason why I'm bringing him up is not to tell you any of that. That's just the backstory. The reason why I'm bringing him up is because he's trending right now. He did an interview with a lady on Fox, and we know Fox is very conservative. Fox is very far right. He did an interview on Fox where he said, hey, I target the young Black entrepreneurial community. And I speak in very basic terms. I speak in very street terms to reach this demographic of people because that's my sweet spot. That's where I make all my money. So what Grant did was he partnered with some people that you may know. He partnered with a well-known entrepreneur in the financial space named Him 500. He partnered with Terry Ijeoma. She has a very big trading program that Sean and I bought, and supported, and we went to her conference. Well, Sean went to her conference. He partnered with a lot of well-known Black entrepreneurs that have influence in front of the young Black community. And so what he does is he sells his products and services, but now he's very intentional about marketing unapologetically to us. Well, baby, his interview with Fox was nothing compared to some of the other things that they have now started to dig up and uncover him saying. They've dug up footage of him saying, hey, I got so many Black friends. I deal with Black people so much. I should have license and be able to use the N-word. He said all kind of outlandish things. Now, Adrian was one of the only people that I saw that said, I follow him. Well, you guys know that prior to me coming online, I worked for State Farm Insurance and I sold insurance. So remember what I said about he got his start selling sales training, right? So I've been following Grant for years. I'm one of the people who followed him years ago before he became a household name, right? When he just had YouTube videos and it really wasn't getting that many views, and he just would push the button and start talking, and he didn't have all the production and everything that he does now. I followed Grant, and so I remember some of his earlier content, but I don't remember some of what's being dug up now. So now the conversation is being had all over about this thing called a culture vulture, right? Now the conversation is being introduced, family, about this thing, this concept called a culture vulture. A culture vulture is somebody who comes inside of your community who sees opportunity, right? What does a vulture do? A vulture flies high and looks down and sees opportunity on something that appears to be dead, right? Think of a vulture. Think of the animal, a vulture. A vulture is flying around and circling around. And a vulture is looking for an animal, maybe some kind of roadkill or something that's seemingly dead in the street, that has no value, is seemingly deceased. And a vulture will come in and extract and pull out everything that's seemingly left of value of that thing, right? So now introduces to the conversation the term culture vulture. And a lot of people are pegging Grant Cardone now as a culture vulture. So family, it's a story that I've been watching. It's something that I wanted to do more research on, but I wanted to gauge the temperature of the room to see who's familiar with him. But this is the age-old thing that's been going on for years. This is the age-old thing that's been going on for years. This is the banana in the tailpipe sort of concept where people will pull persons of authority and power and influence within the community, and they'll give them a bigger stage, a bigger platform, and a little bit more money than they were accustomed to, and they will put them out almost as show ponies at the zoo, right? Those are the animals that you see closest to the gate. When people go to the zoo, them the elephants you feed the peanuts to. You understand what I'm saying? And so what culture vultures will do is they will find the elephants to put them closest to the gate. So when the people come around with the bag of peanuts, you could pat the elephant's trunk, and you could feed the peanuts to the elephant. And so I say this, family, this is for people who are looking for personal development. You're looking for coaches, you're looking for consultants, you're looking for somebody who you can partner with that you feel like is going to take you to the next level. Be careful who you see folks partnering with, because who you find yourself attaching yourself to will make all the difference. And so what I have been watching is not what's going on with Grant, but I have been watching what's going on with the people that have unapologetically attached themselves to him. The people who have attached themselves to him, who are bringing people and ushering people from our community in front of him and saying, hey, this is who you need to do business with, this is who you need to join up with, this is who you need to invest with. I'm watching the Stormies of the world. I'm watching the Him 500s of the world. I'm watching the Terry Egiomas of the world. And I'm watching these people, not judging them based on what Grant did, but I'm judging them based on how they're choosing to respond. So what I like about good leadership What I like about good leadership is good leadership will say, hey, I may have made a lapse in judgment and saying that this is somebody who could help, really get you to the next level, or this is somebody who might be an asset to you. But the mark of a good leader is coming before their people saying, hey, I might have had a lapse in judgment and maybe I misstepped. Maybe this is not somebody who's good for the culture. Maybe this is not somebody who's got our best interests at heart. And so I know you previously seen me attaching myself to this person, and you previously seen me endorsing this person, but I'm publicly denouncing my relationship with them. You see what I'm saying? I'm publicly going on record saying, hey, you may have seen me associate with them last week or week before last, but what just came out don't align with my value system. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you how I work. I'm so transparent. God forbid, but if something happened with people or persons that you formerly seen me connected with or attached to, I will go on record saying, I don't co-sign that. I don't co-sign that. But herein lies the true, family. When you see stuff fall apart and you see people go dark or get quiet or not address the elephant in the room, bingo, there's your motive. Your motive all along was not to help the people. Your motive all along was to help yourselves. See? Your motive all along was never to help the people. Your motive was to help yourself. And because your loyalty was never to the people, there's nothing tugging at your spirit or tugging at your heart to make you even want to go back before the people and address the elephant in the room. It's a lesson in everything, family. Even if you're not an entrepreneur, just to sit back and watch certain things, baby, it's a lesson in it all. Can I say that again for the people in the back? It's a lesson in it all. Watch how people move. And even if you're not an entrepreneur, let's say you are a person where, something is going on in your family, or something is going on in your marriage, or something is going on with your relationship with your significant other. When something falls apart, watch how people move and watch how they respond to you. Watch how they respond to you. I don't look for people to be perfect. I don't look for people to not make mistakes, but I do look for transparency. I do look for honesty. I do look for trustworthiness. I do look for loyalty. This is where character stands up. This is where character has to stand up. Where character stands up. When controversy rears its ugly head, which is going to happen to all of us in business. The more my platform grows, the louder my voice gets, the more you see me connected to certain people and in certain places, the more controversy is going to rear its ugly head. But it's not what comes, it's how I choose to respond to it. So this is a public address, family. And this is from my heart to yours. For the best friends that have recently connected themselves to me, I thank God for each and every one of you guys. For the best friends that have been here for the long run, you've been here for months, you've been here for weeks, you've been here for years. I love each and every one of you guys. My prayer is that God keep me humble and keep me honest and keep me true. Through it all, through and through. I want God to keep me humble, keep me honest, and keep me true. When I made the decision to come back to these social media streets, I made the decision to do so for the betterment of my people. I made the decision to come back to these social media streets for one reason and one reason only, for the betterment of my people. Who are my people, you might ask? My people are everybody who's called to my voice. Black people, white people, brown people, Asian people, men, women, children, boys, girls. Those are my people. My people are the people who find something similar, something common with me, whether it's something small or something big. Those are my people. And so I came back to these social media streets to connect with my people. And so I show up for one reason and one reason only. I don't show up to hear myself talk. I don't even think I have that nice of a voice. I show up because I want God to download strategies and resources and put me in relationship with people and allow me to network and build community and relationships across this world that's going to unlock something inside of you to help you get to the next level of your life. That's it. That's the only reason I'm here. That's the only reason I'm here. I serve notice and I am the public display. You are not living in your fullest potential. God has more for you. There's more for you. There's more for you. There's more for you. There's gifts that you have not tapped into. There's blessings that you have not unlocked. There's opportunity. There's so much more. And I just serve as the daily reminder. Every time you see me, whether it's good news, whether it's bad news, whether it's happy news, whether we laughing, whether we crying, I just am the daily reminder every time you see this face that there's more for you. There's more. That's it. That's it. So I'm just a vessel just to remind you that there's more. That's it. That's it. So that's it. So at any point in time where I get off the beaten path and I lose sight of what I just said, I trust you and I know you'll do it in love to remind me, let's get back to the main thing. Candy, let's get back to the main thing. Let's get back to the main thing. And I think some of these people get off the beaten path because, let's be honest, family. Let's be honest, best friends. A lot of these people are seeing money and influence and power and opportunity that they've never seen and experienced before. And I know it comes sometimes at a cost. And sometimes that stuff comes at a cost bigger than what you're willing to pay. But my soul is not for sale. The assignment that was placed on my life is not for sale. I know blessings are going to come as a result of me living in my truth and operating in my gift. But I'm not willing to sell my soul or sell the people that are connected to me and called to me just to get to a bag. If that's how I got to get to the bag, that bag wasn't for me. But I know that there is a bag that is for me, but I don't have to sell my soul to get it. So, yeah, those are just a couple of the names that I'm watching. And so as the story develops, of course, I'll share more. Yes, there's nothing better than integrity. That's it, Adrian. There's nothing better than integrity. There's nothing better than integrity. And so I'm very mindful of what I attach my name to. And so because I realize and I know that when I push the button on social media, I don't just represent me anymore. It's not just me. It's the people that I came from. It's the ancestors that didn't have the opportunity that I'm graced with. It's my grandmothers. It's my grandfathers. It's my aunts and uncles and my cousins. Excuse me. It's all my brothers. It's my children. It's you guys. I don't just represent me anymore. It's not just about me. It's not just about me. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. So I can't be lazy and just lackluster about what I'm doing. I got to be mindful of it. And if I misstep or if I make a mistake or have a lapse in judgment, I got to be transparent about it. So I don't know. When you're faithful over a few, he'll make you faithful over many. So I'm grateful that I've been faithful over a few and the doors are opening for me to be in front of many. Within the next 30 days, best friends, you're going to see us in front of larger audiences. I'm grateful for it. Within the next 30 days, you're going to see us with people that you never would have imagined us being connected to. Within the next 30 days, this walk and this journey is going to look much different. I want you guys to welcome in people that agree with us, people that disagree with us, whatever, because we're setting the temperature in the room for this is going to be a positive environment. This is a place where people can operate in their gift and people can grow. And so that is the order of the day. And so when new people come, we're just setting the foundation. We're setting the foundation and we're setting the temperature in the room. And we're just doing it now. So when people come, they can come as an asset and they won't show up as a liability. So that's that. That's that, best friends. So I'm grateful as I'm driving on this cloudy day. Y'all look. Hold on. I'm gonna turn my camera around. Y'all know I'm not tech savvy. Let me not mess with it. Hold on, wait, here you go. Look. Country roads of Illinois. When I say I'm out in the middle of nowhere, these are all cornfields. For those of you guys who love corn, you can thank the great state of Illinois because we got plenty of cornfields down here. So I am driving through all of these cornfields and whatnot. But in the midst of me doing that, I'm grateful that God gave me another opportunity to go see my father. I'm grateful for another opportunity to go see my father. Grateful for it. Grateful for it, grateful for it. And I'm going to continue to document the journey. I'm going to continue to document the journey. He and I wasted a lot of time. We wasted a lot of time. I've been on this earth for 39 years. And my daddy been on this earth for 59 years. And in those 39 years that he and I both occupied the same space, we both are guilty in our own right of wasting a lot of time. And so I've committed myself to not wasting more time. I don't know how much time we have left. I don't know how much time we have left. But I would argue the fact that he's enjoying what's left of his time here on this earth. You know how I know? Even through all of the doctor's reports and all of the excruciating pain and the evidence of pain and the evidence of his body failing. The doctors several days ago said we're looking at minutes to hours to maybe 1 to 2 days. That was about a week ago. So my uncle, which is my father's youngest brother, my Uncle Tim is a minister. He's an ordained minister. My cousin Melissa is an ordained minister. My cousin Brandon is a pastor in Arizona. And so my cousins and I went to grab something to eat, and we walked back into Dad's hotel room. When we walked back into my father's, hospital room, not hotel room. When we walked back into my father's hospital room, the temperature of the room had been reset from when we left. Worship music was playing. Family members were praying around his bed, and they were literally anointing his head with oil. And so my uncle came to me, and if I told you guys the story, I apologize, but my mind is foggy. The past several days have been different for me, a different experience. So as they anointed my father's head with oil, my uncle came to me and he said, "Candy, I got a question for you." I said, "Yeah, Uncle Tim, anything." He said, "Did you tell your father that it was okay to go? You know, that it was okay for him to go ahead and transition because he's holding on. And I'm not sure, in the spirit realm, he's holding on. And I just want to make sure he feels comfortable in his transition and that everybody that he knows, likes, and trusts has released him and given him permission, told him it's okay." I said, "Yeah, Uncle Tim." I said, "Have you?" Uncle Tim said, "Yes, I have, baby." So my uncle, with his loving self, I said, "Uncle Tim, maybe you should do it again. Maybe he needs to hear it from you again, Uncle Tim." And as I look at my uncle, I love him more and more because he looks and sounds just like my daddy. And so my uncle goes over to his bed. He walks over to my father's bed and he whispers something in his ear. I'm not privy to the conversation, and quite frankly, it's none of my business. But in my mind, I can hear him saying, "Big brother, it's okay. It's okay. You can go. If you want to go, and if it's your time, you can go, and I'll take care of everybody here. I'll take care of Mama. I'll take care of Lisa. I'll take care of your kid. I'll do it. I'll do it for you, brother." And so my father, who hadn't spoken in days because of the state that he's in, whispered or muttered the following. He said, as Uncle Tim is telling him, as I'm telling him, as everybody's telling him, it's okay, it's okay. My father says, You decide. You decide. I don't know, family. You decide. You decide. So thank you very much for the best friends that are saying that they're praying. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. I'm glad. I thank you for your prayers. I thank you for your thoughts and your positive words. It's been this community, if I can be transparent, that's helped me get through the toughest time that I've experienced in my life. Every time I go through something, I'll be like, this is the toughest time. It's the toughest time because I'm 39 years old and life keeps lifing. And so it's like my granny always said, my granny who's 81, she always says, every time I say I'm going through this or I'm going through that, Granny, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. She say, yep, baby, keep living. She always say, just keep living. And the older people, the mothers of the church and the people, the elders used to always just say, just keep living. What does keep living mean? Life is going to give you some blows. And sometimes it's going to storm in your life. God never promised us sunshine every day. But I tell you, what I found him to be is an umbrella when it's a downpour outside. He has been a shelter to me and an umbrella. And for that, I'm grateful. For that, I am grateful. He has been that. Because there's been some parts of this journey as I've traveled up and down the highway that I didn't understand and that I didn't know. There have been days where I felt prepared and I felt unprepared. There have been days where I went and I didn't want to go, or I didn't feel good, or my asthma was acting up. But I just kept going. And I'm grateful for the opportunity today that I can go. Because God didn't have to give me this opportunity, but he saw fit, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the best friends that have prayed. I'm grateful for the best friends that have just sent money via Cash App. Y'all know we've never asked for stuff like that, but people have just been all over the country that have just said, you know, you were placed on my heart and I just had to do it. You show up every day, you give us content, you motivate us, you love on us, and I just had to do it. And I'm grateful for each and every best friend that did it. As soon as I have a minute, I'm going to do a separate video. I'm going to write down everybody's name. I'm going to call you by name. I'm going to call each and every one of you by name. I'm going to thank you personally. I'm going to thank you personally. You did it. All the kind words. There's millions and millions of people every second of every day that go live on social media. But you choose to watch us. You follow us. You support us. We're grateful. We're grateful. You know, everybody's selling stuff online. Everybody's got a business. Everybody's an entrepreneur. You believe in us. You support us. You follow us. And I thank you for it. This is a season of complete gratitude. This is a season of complete gratitude. I dare not complain. I dare not complain. What do I look like complaining? Having access to my father for 39 years and knowing that I could call him out as a father and say, hey, you didn't show up for me. But if I'm honest, you get to the next level of your life by telling yourself the truth. You can lie to other people, but you better tell yourself the truth. So if I say that my father wasn't there for me the way I wish he was, I also got to say that I wasn't there for him the way I should have been. We always talk about love and we always talk about what the parent's role is, but there's also a duty that was placed on the child. Because for half of my life, I've been grown. And so I could have been there. When my dad called some days when I was busy and I was working, I could have made it a point to return those phone calls. When he crossed my mind and I was in the middle of my work day and I thought about him, I could have sent the text message just saying I love you. But if I want to make him accountable, I better also make me accountable. So I'm telling you guys, maximize every moment that you have with the people that you love and care about. Because tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised. but I'm grateful for today. Tomorrow's not promised, but I'm grateful for today. I bet not complain. I had 39 years. I've had 39 years. I'll be 40 next month. I've had 39 years. Sean only had about 12 with her father. I bet not complain. There's best friends who don't even know who their father is. I better not complain. I better not complain, best friends. I better not complain. So that's it. That is it. That is all. I feel like I've been with you guys long enough. Thank you for everybody who is watching the video. Thank you to everybody who will watch this as a replay. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all can tell I'm in my feelings, can't you? You can tell I've been in my feelings. You can tell I feel away, can't you? I'm just a little sad. If I can be honest with you, I'm sad. You know what I'm saying? I'm sad because I know I don't have much more time. And that's not a good feeling. I wouldn't wish this on my enemy. I'm really, really, really struggling with this, best friends. But there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. But just try to maximize all the time that I possibly can. In addition to balancing, the other obligations of life, any waking moment that I can be with him, I am. And I'm grateful for that. So, I don't know how much more time I have, but I will find gratitude in the day. In the day I will. I certainly will. But I love you guys. Make sure your notifications are on. Not sure when I'll be able to call you again. I'm sure it'll be sometime either later today or sometime tomorrow. But you guys know I'll always call you. I'll always keep you posted on everything. Make sure you share this with somebody. There might be somebody who needs to hear this and you may not even know it. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and share this with somebody. I may have said something along the way that will encourage them and get them to the next level or unlock something in them. But I love you guys. Have an amazing day. And as I always say, even when it don't look like it, the best is yet to come. But baby, we still got work to do. Love you.